It is a cool 4:26 a.m. I am a little tuckered out. I'm not gonna lie. I am definitely groggier than I'd like to be. And Sleep Me was very convincing this morning. He put up a really good fight. And I almost succumbed. I almost said, yeah, fuck it, I'll go to bed. I'll go back to sleep for an hour. But what's one extra hour of sleep compared to getting a freaky ass back pump before going to work? I know what my answer is. So, on the way to the gym, you can get an excellent little back pump. The only thing I really hate about going to the gym this early is that you can't really prepare yourself. You can't properly hydrate. You're not going to be as well rested as you'd like to be. And in terms of carbs, that's kind of the easiest part because you can just have, I had a little packet of Welch's gummies, 17 grams of carbs. It's a fast digesting sugar. So by the time I'm in there and warmed up and everything, I'll be good to go. So the only difficulty is the hydration and shaking off the grogginess. But pre-workout kind of shakes off all of the grogginess. By the time I get there, I'll be good to go. And in terms of hydration, it's kind of hard to get up and pretty much immediately down as much water as you can without feeling like shit. So I'm going to be a little more dehydrated than I'd like to be. I've had about 30 something ounces of water. Not terrible, but not great. There's a lot of people that don't even drink 30 ounces of water before going to the gym on a good day. So that's nothing to shake a stick at, right? But in terms of what we're going to do for back, I'm not too sure. I think I can go ahead and say I'm not doing barbell rows. I am, there's no real particular reason other than in my mind's eye, I just know that it's not on the table today. So maybe we'll start with T-bar rows. Maybe we'll start with the plate-loaded low row. It's been a long time since I've done that, so maybe we'll do that. Or maybe we'll start with lat pull down. I'm leaning more towards the plate-loaded low row. It's been a little bit since I've done it. It's a chest-supported machine. You'll see. You'll see what it looks like if I end up doing it. But that kind of sounds appetizing right now. And then at some point we'll do lat pull downs. This guy is fucking flooring it. Good golly. 4:30 in the morning and you want to go fucking 60 miles per hour on a back road. Ugh. But, maybe we'll do some cable work. We'll definitely do some, pullovers. That'd be pretty good. And, yeah. Not too much to say about that. Cut is going quite well. We were 213.2 this morning. So, good looks. We haven't, dipped above 215 at all this week, which is pretty much exactly what I'm going for. We're hoping to stick around, under 214. Hopefully, within the next 2 or 3 days, we'll see 212 or 211. Only a matter of time. But the end goal will be somewhere around the 190s. I think that's where we'll be, like, the leanest I've ever been. Well, I'm already the leanest I've ever been, but we'll be in a much better position. And I'm not going to immediately jump into a bulk. I'm going to give my body some time to adjust to like a healthy weight, probably like a month of figuring out where maintenance is for me around that body weight and just kind of get comfortable with it. And then after that, we'll do a bulk and we'll take it very slow. We won't jump to 4,000 calories at the get-go. We'll slowly increase the calories over time and kind of see. I never want to get as soft as I was at the peak of my last bulk. I want to maintain a much healthier body. So, pretty happy with that. It's going super fucking well. But, man, I am fucking beat. I had a long day at work yesterday. I expect to have another long day at work today. But let's not think about that right now. There is no need to stress myself out with that when we get to go and have a really good back pump. So I'm going to hype myself up, get into the mindset of it, and I'll see you guys when we're in there.
This is an absolute tragedy. No pullover machine, man.
Holy shit. That was... Oh, man, I'm out of breath. Beautiful back day. Genuinely perfect. Okay, let's see how wide we're looking. I'm trying to get this to be like skin tight. Hard to tell from the front, but I forgot to wear a tank with me today. I mean, I think that's looking cool. Let me see what I can manage. How does that look? Is that, do I look like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle from behind? I fucking hope so. Man. I managed to record pretty much everything I did today, save for, I did 2 sets of cable, like low rows, pretty much like a lawnmower pull. And then I did 2 sets of cable pullovers. You only got to see 1 set of that, but I'm fucking pooped. I'm meant to do rear delts, but I'm kind of low on time, and I'm just so fucking tired. Like, I really fucking exhausted my back. I think it was just with how heavy I loaded those low rows, and then the drop sets after that fucking killed me. Holy shit. But I got to shower up. And I'll catch you guys in the car. Well, let me do one more pose. One more. One more round of poses. I'm running out of ideas for what poses there are to do for back. I'll remember to wear a tank next time.
Oh man, that was an incredible back day. Everything felt great. I feel like I've been a broken record lately because every single lift has been fucking awesome. So I've been saying the same thing every time, but that is the exact state that we want to be in. If I can say every single day ad infinitum, man, that was a great workout, I'm a happy fucking camper. Everybody should be striving to do that. And that doesn't mean doing the same thing every single time. Like, not every lift I do looks the same. I'm always kind of switching it up. I'm not locked into like a very specific set and rep scheme. Cause that just doesn't fucking work for me. It just gets stale. That's the biggest thing for me. Not so much, the Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, shock the body type mindset. I don't really think about it in that type of way. It's more so like, I just don't want to get bored. If I go in every single chest day, and every single chest day is going to be 3 sets of this, 3 sets of something or other, and then 3 sets of doodads, and it's the same thing every single time, I'm going to go crazy. Like, that's not fun. If I see some, like, cool looking shit on TikTok, and I'm like, man, I never thought about setting up the bench like that, I'm going to fucking try it. Because it's like a multifaceted, positive outcome. Because you learn new things about yourself, you learn new movements that you would have never thought of on your own, and who knows, maybe this one niche movement that you've never tried before is a fucking game changer for you. Never thought to do it, and now it's like a staple. You can't go without it because it's just that crazy. So you should always be trying out something new, always changing it up a little bit. However, I should say this advice is more geared towards the more experienced lifters, the guys that, you know, you've got the momentum going. You're consistently going to the gym. You've got your diet locked in, and you know how to push yourself to intensity. If you're a beginner and you're still figuring shit out, I'd say you're definitely better off having a set and rep scheme. Like, today's pull day, you got 3 sets of bench followed by 2 sets of tricep push downs followed by 2 sets of, whatever. I think that's good for a beginner simply because you haven't gotten the basics down yet. You don't really get to play around. It's not like, if you take a professional Iron Chef and then you take Joe Schmo off the street and you throw him into a kitchen with every possible ingredient that you can think of, I would trust the Iron Chef to grab some funky stuff like dragon fruit and exotic spices, and I know he's going to cook something up, and it's going to be fucking great because he has the experience and the background to understand what each ingredient does and how to equally mix them in to make perfect product, as opposed to Joe Schmo, who has no semblance of taste, no experience, and he hasn't heard of half of these fucking spices. So how do you expect him to cook a good meal if he's never used any of it before? You know? So that might be one of the best metaphors I've ever come up with. Man, I'm kind of cooking today. Man. But always try to do something new. If you're a beginner and you see some interesting looking movement on TikTok, I'm not saying don't try it, but just add it into the routine you already have. Be consistent, figure this shit out. And I think the most important advice that I can give to anybody is to have fun with it. Like, discover your love for the gym. I always see people that are like, yeah, my pre-workout for the gym is I read through my the texts that I got from my ex when she was cheating on me. And like, sure, whatever it takes to get you into the gym, that's fine. Use whatever motivation you need to actually get the ball rolling. But that type of negative reinforcement is not sustainable. Like, you're going to plague yourself with negative thoughts consistently, and eventually you're going to burn out. Like, that is not a structure that you can maintain for a long time, for as long as it takes for somebody that's interested in bodybuilding. This shit takes years of consistency and being on point and tracking everything. If you're like thinking of negative thoughts every time you go into the gym, that's not going to last. Nobody can endure that for that long. So, get the ball rolling and discover your love for the gym. Like, when I first started, it was out of like self-pity. I just hated myself. And now I'm not saying I don't still hate myself. I've gotten a lot better, but I fucking love the gym. When I go in, I'm not thinking about, look at what I was. I'm pathetic. I need to, that's fucking stupid. No, I love myself. I'm kicking ass. I've made a fuck ton of progress. I look like a titan now compared to where I first started. I still have a long way to go, but that's exciting. That's awesome. I love having something to grind for. I wouldn't want to be able to snap my fingers and have the physique of 1999 Kevin Levrone. Cause that takes away the fun of it. You know, it's really exciting to peel back these layers of fat over time and see where my genetics are at. Nobody in my family has ever reached their genetic peak. So I don't know what our musculature looks like. And I'm going to be the one to fucking figure it out. And that's exciting. So discover your love, enjoy yourself, and push yourself to fucking intensity. Don't be a baby. If it starts to burn, that's great. That's what you're going for. Always got to chase after the burn. But enough motivational talk. I don't even know where that came from. After the gym, I popped by QT. It's a little more out of the way for me, but I'm getting sick of the variety that I have at the Sphinx that I always go to. They never really have anything new, and I'm kind of sick of eating beef jerky for breakfast. So I popped by QT. Man, I am fucking glad I did. They had brisket, egg, and cheese tacos ready to go, hot and ready. The macros for them are not incredible. It was 410 calories. And I guarantee I haven't looked it up yet, but it's probably somewhere in the ballpark of 20 to 25 grams of protein, a ton of fat, and a ton of carbs. Not ideal. But it is early in the morning. It is nice to have some extra carbs in my system after lifting just to kind of carry me through the workday. And I've got everything else locked down in terms of what I'm going to eat for lunch and for dinner. So as long as I'm hitting my protein goal and I'm not exceeding that 2,000 calorie limit, I'm kind of fine. It's really no problem. So that'll be good. I also got this fuck is it? I hope it's good. It's called Super Coffee and it's 70 calories. So let's hope that thing tastes good. But I'm going to sit here, sip on my coffee, enjoy my drive into work. I've got a big day ahead of me. So arms tomorrow. Look forward to that. And I'll catch you guys later.